Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of the Love Encompassed podcast. Of course, I'm Phil.
Of course, and I am Victoria.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we were back together.
Yeah,
We have
okay,
Preston on.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Preston killed it.
Yes, and I have definitely, for me personally, anyways, got some great feedback on how much he helped people, how mature he is, which we already knew those things. So it's just touches our hearts, for people to see what we already see and know to be true of him. So
Yeah, he does an amazing job.
yeah, he's really he's grown into quite the young,
Oh,
amazing young man.
oh, so sweet.
So today, I'm really excited because those who don't know, Phil, you wrote a book.
I did write a book.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yes, and it's on Amazon, but it is called The Posture of Your Heart.
Yes, Posture of the Heart.
Of the heart.
Come on now.
Posture of the Heart, how to let go, lean in, and love well.
Yeah.
I think it's a really great book for those who haven't, and I'm not trying to sell anybody, obviously, but I thought it was a good idea anyway to have a conversation about it because I do think it's a really good book. You've gotten a lot of great feedback on it already. And I thought, obviously ask you questions about it and your approach toward it, but, just to also expound on some of the things that's in the book as well.
Yeah.
What made you decide hey, posture of the heart?
Honestly, I did a sermon on it one time and it just never left me. And I think your heart, the Bible says, out of it flows all the issues that we have in life. So I thought, you know what, where it stands, where it's at, what's that posture look like? And it just kept going in my mind. And people were just like, hey, you should write a book. You should write a book. You should write a book. And finally, I was just like, if I'm going to write a book, it's going to be on your heart.
Yeah, and I think it's really a good topic to start with because I know you probably got bit by the author bug now. You're officially an author.
Yeah, I'm on Amazon. So it's a big deal.
It is. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. I heard and I'm probably going to mess it up, but I think it was Miles Monroe. I could completely be wrong, so please do not whatever. Where it was something one of the most expensive places in the world or something like that is in the cemetery because there's a lot of people who have dreams that never came into fruition. A lot of authors that never wrote that story or that, screenwriters. And there's so many people that hasn't taken that step to do it. And it's no judgment whatsoever, but I think it's a pretty amazing accomplishment that you have done because most people want to do it. They're afraid to do it, but you're like, hey, I'm going to do it. You probably got a little prodded and pushed here or there.
Yeah, but you. So that's the thing I would say too is for anybody, it's just do it.
Yeah.
Because what happened was I wrote it, put it on the shelf. You were like, hey, what are you doing? Are you going to do anything with that? And I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Then I picked it back up, added some more to it. And then you were like, seriously, dude, what are you going to do? And I was like, probably nothing. And then you were really the one who you pushed it forward. She actually designed the cover of it. She pushed it forward. So you got to have the right people in your corner to help do it. And now I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah. I can honestly say from my side of things, the reason why I pushed you the way I did, because one, I believe in you. I think you're an amazing human being. I think that you have so much to offer to the world. And I just...
But you never said I was hot.
Okay. What does it got to do with book writing?
Because everything.
Anyways, but I just think you have so much to offer to the world and everything like that. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep pushing, keep encouraging, keep pushing, keep encouraging. And I do believe that it was something that God put on my heart to do that was hey, not take it over, but kind of take it over because I don't know. Only you can answer that question if it would have still be sitting in your laptop.
I mean, probably would have. It probably would have been sitting in my drafts because I think there was always fear that it's dude, and everybody battles thoughts in life with everything. So it's no one's going to read it. Nobody cares. What's the point? And I think I just got to the spot where it was hey, it's just to help people.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm helping people, who cares what happens?
And that's real.
And then the feedback started being people were loving it. And I didn't want it to be long because I would read books and then halfway through be like, all right, I'm done. And start a different book. So I wanted it to be short enough where you feel accomplished, but also challenge you to change.
Yeah, and that's a really great takeaway. I know we're supposed to be talking about the book, but I think that's a really great takeaway is that a lot of times our inner thoughts and our insecurities and our self-doubts can keep us from stepping forward and accomplishing the goals or the dreams that we want to do, or fear or that, it may not work out, or what are people going to think, especially in today's society where they're quick to judge and call you out even when it's not true. To just push past it, that there's somebody out there that will and can benefit from what is on your heart.
That's good.
So it's a nice little segue into your book,
Posture of the Heart.
I know when I was reading it, you drew from the story in the Bible, Nehemiah. Naaman.
Yes, Naaman.
And I think that it was a really good way of how you broke down. Like, here's this guy who has everything that would appear from the outside looking in that he has everything. And he's come into a situation where his riches and his status can't fix his issue.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, everything that he has gotten, which is great, doesn't matter because he basically has leprosy.
Right.
He's got a disease.
Right. And, the only way to, in that particular situation, to really kind of rid himself of that is to get healing from Jesus.
Right. He needs a miracle.
Right.
Is what needs to happen. So money's not going to buy it. Nothing else. He needs a miracle.
Right. And so we're a situation where typically he's probably used to that level of power. Jesus kind of like challenges his pride, challenges how, thinking that his, don't stink, you know what I mean?
Right.
And really, not only did he get the healing from the outside, but kind of worked on the inside as well.
Yeah. So basically, the quick skinny of the story is he goes to the prophet in Israel at the time, Elijah, and basically Elijah doesn't even greet him at the door. Mm. He sends his servant out and basically tells him to go dunk in this river 7 times and he'll be healed. And the river is the Jordan, and it's terrible. Mm-hmm. It's like nasty, disgusting, everything else. And he reluctantly, he doesn't want to do it at first. Then he reluctantly does it. And then after the 7th time, he's completely healed. Right. And his skin's completely healed.
Right. But then you intertwine your experiences, conversations that you've had with friends. And I think that's such a beautiful thing about the book is like, yes, we can see what's going on in Nehemiah's life, but you are...
Naaman.
Sorry. I don't know why. Nehemiah just in my spirit.
You're building something.
Hey.
I'm building something.
But Naaman, I think it was a beautiful way how you mirrored Naaman's life and what he's working through with our own.
Yeah, because I think sometimes, obviously, we're Bible readers, right? I love it. But I think sometimes we think it's like you look at their lives and don't think it like it's not the same. But the reality is people are people through generations. So everybody's got the same issues. Everybody's got the same problems. So I guarantee you he dealt with, and as you read the book and as you read the story and it starts to break it down, you realize, oh, he had some pride. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got some anger issues. Mm-hmm. Oh, he needed the right people around him to tell him, his servants were like, hey, it's not really a hard thing.
Right.
If he asks you to do something real difficult,
right,
it's not really a hard thing. Right. And so you need the right people around you to see the things that we can't see. And that's what the book does. It just breaks that down.
Right. And I think I think it was really, really good how you broke it down. And I think, if anybody's out there that is currently walking through something, like sometimes it can be a hurt to our ego. It can be a hurt to our pride because you're just like, what in the world? Especially if you've been in a position or a situation where you are used to kind of being in control of situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, speaking for myself personally, I've been used to like, okay, I'm going to do this and this is how it's going to work out. Okay, I'm going to do this and this is how it's going to work out. And I do feel like the season that I am currently in, God's like, no, honey, we ain't doing it this time. We're going to do it my way. And yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable. And
No, honey.
No, honey. No, honey.
I like how God speaks to you.
But,
no, honey.
But the thing is like in the beginning when it's happening, it doesn't feel like that's what's happening. It doesn't feel like my pride is being challenged. It doesn't feel like my ego is being challenged. It doesn't feel like my need to have things go a certain way or whatever the case may be is being challenged. In that moment when you're going through whatever you're going through, it feels like it's just not going your way.
Well, yeah, but I think that's part of, it's a belief that I have is I think you can give, when you're going through stuff, you can give excuses as to why, but it's like, that's what the book does, right? It like breaks down the fact of you start getting rid of excuses. The worst deception in the world is what I tell people all the time is self-deception. And so I think when you start breaking that down, you're like, even in relationships and arguments with your spouse or kids or whatever, it's like, you can do better.
Yeah.
You may not, I'm not saying that it's like you handled it horribly wrong,
Right.
but you can grow and you can get better. And that's what it's about in that book is like, hey, let's break some stuff down in our own lives and look at, okay, this sucks. What I'm dealing with sucks, but also not that it's my fault,
Right.
but what can I learn from it about myself?
Absolutely. And I think sometimes it does mirror whatever we may be going through. And that's why it's also important having high quality people in our lives as far as friends and our relationships and people that we surround ourselves with to kind of help kind of show that mirror, you know, a lot of like what's in our hearts. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, get into a place of humbling yourself enough to be like, okay, I don't know everything, or okay, you know, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? And that's a very like into yourself moment.
Well, that's part of in the book I deal with blind spots. And it's like everybody has them naturally in your eyes. Everybody does. In cars and everything else, we have blind spots. We have mirrors to help us with cars. But it's like, well, I don't know what my blind spots are. That's because they're blind to you and you don't know. You need the right people around you to be like, hey, you always overreact in this situation, or you are a little attitude. You got some problems, whatever it is. Like, you need people to point that out to you. No one's perfect.
And you need to be, I think, open to receiving that. I have been in situations where, like, I try to. I think for the most part, like, if you call me out on something, you know, depending on the situation, I may receive it better than other times. Like, I'm human, right? But I think we've all been in a situation where we can see a friend or a loved one that is doing something that is not the best for them, or you know, maybe an area, an opportunity of growth for them. And you go and you tell that person and they automatically reject it and don't receive it. And it's just like your heart is disheartened in that moment because it's just like, at least for me anyways, because I'm like, you know, man, I'm trying to help you. And I can see if you keep going down this road, it's not going to be good, or life is going to be unnecessarily harder than what it needs to be. And so I think in those moments when we have someone that we trust and value their input and you know who they are, if they're bringing something to your attention, don't dismiss it. Like be open to the possibility of like, okay, maybe they're seeing something that I'm not, and let me see if that is the case.
Yeah, it's how I believe God deals with us, right? He points stuff out to us because he loves us and cares about us. So we're the same way. People are pointing things out to us because they love and care about us. It's not to point out flaws. Like if you're just going around trying to point out people's flaws, then you got pride on yourself and think that you're whatever.
You suck, I'm great.
Right. It's like, you need to change this. Well, what about you? I'm pretty perfect.
Right.
You have issues, but it's like you need those people around you to say that, and you need to be receptive to it because people care enough about you to tell you the truth so that you can grow.
Right. Absolutely.
Same way in marriage. It's like you can't have a happy marriage if you're, you know, we coach people a lot in marriages. And what people do is it's like, well, I just don't want to say nothing that they hurt my feelings because, you know, I just move on. Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that they hurt your feelings, and you
Right.
need to address that with them.
Right.
And then they have to be open enough to realize, okay, that hurt your feelings.
Right.
Like, I need to not be a jerk.
Right.
So I think, and I talk about that in the book too.
Yes, absolutely. You also, so there's a story in the book for those that don't know, who haven't heard him, speak it with sharing this message, or who haven't read the book. There's a story in here where it was a few years ago, and I kind of had one of those honest moments. Well, we're pretty honest with each other regardless. Like, we
Yeah.
keep 100 with each other. But asked me, hey, babe,
Yeah.
my body, I'm in great shape, right?
Yeah. I don't want to spoil the story for you. Read it. But it is a real, that took place. When you read the book,
And just though when you do read it and you come across that story, it was said in love.
it was
okay?
said in love, but it was a
said in love.
real conversation that happened.
Yeah.
But it was honest. Here's the thing is, I can look back on the moment, we laugh about it. Like, I have friends that are like, that by far is the best story of you guys' marriage. But it was something that I needed to hear, and it really changed my life. So while tough to hear, tough to, at the same time, really changed my life and really got me on the right track that I needed to be
And
on.
that's first of all, yes. I'm so proud of you. You look so delicious.
Boom.
I digress. So, but
Worked
also
real
like,
well.
Huh?
It worked real
It
well.
did. Ow. As Cardi B like to say. But anyways, but that is something to think about as well. Like, when we are being honest with our friends or partners, like, making sure we do it in love, right? You can't be blunt and harsh with it and be like, well, I mean, I'm just being honest. Well, no, the Bible says to tell the truth and speak in love. So I can be honest. I can be forthcoming and not say it in a way that's meant to bring the person down.
100%.
I think it's easier to digest, if it's coming from more of a loving place than like an attacking place.
Yeah, 100%. But again, if you have an open enough relationship to where you know that they love you enough to tell you the truth, then it's easier to receive it because you're like, I know they love me. They're not trying to belittle me or demean me. They're trying to help me.
Yeah. I did want to ask you this question because, when you were writing the book and everything like that, you came with the subtitle, How to Let Go, Lean In, and Love Well. So what aspects of posturing our heart gives us the ability to do that, and in what ways? What does that look like?
So the reason why it's that is how to let go of past issues and things that we've dealt, how to lean in to yourself to like really look at yourself that way. That's why in the back of the book there's a journal that like you just walk through questions for you that you can answer about yourself. So that's the leaning in part, and the love well is because that's what we're supposed to do is love people.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus broke down the commandments of all of them. He said, love God and love your neighbor as yourself. Yeah. So if those are the two that he gave, then those are the two we should focus on the most. But you can't do that if you don't let go of the things that are holding you back. If you don't lean in to really try to figure out what's going on with you, you're never going to love well.
And I was going to actually say that when you were talking, like, I feel like in doing those steps, okay, all right, I'm going to be aware of maybe there's some areas of growth that I need to work through. I'm going to surround myself with positive people, and doing that inner work, right? You're going to be put in a position where you're able to love well.
Yeah, 100%. You're going to be healthy.
Right.
You can't.
It's
like we've told people. Yeah, it's like what we've told people. If you are unemotionally, you can't give good, healthy emotional responses to things if you yourself are unhealthy.
Right, because that's the filter in which you're moving through. You're moving through that filter of unforgiveness. You're moving through that filter of hurt. You're moving through that filter of insecurity. So now you're not able to make decisions and move forward with clear mind and clear thought, fully shown up in the full purpose of who God called you to be and created you to be. Now you are kind of working, walking in life with a disability, as far as when you have those things blinding you or have those things not allowing you to fully see and walk through life the way God intended for you.
Yeah. And that's the whole point of the book. The book is to help you do that.
Right.
It's to help you walk through that, to be like, okay, I have to be healthy to love people healthy. And it works in marriage. Mm-hmm. So like we do a lot of the marriage stuff, a lot of marriage podcasts, we talk about a lot of stuff. Well, you have to let go of things. Mm-hmm. You got to lean in to figure out what you need to change.
Believe
and
the best.
And then people are like, well, what will happen? Your marriage will probably get better. Yeah. If you get better, your marriage is probably going to get better.
That is one thing that we've said a lot, and I'm pretty sure other people have said it too. It's not like we've coined it or anything like that. Definitely haven't. But we are strong believers in when you do the personal work, like especially when you are in a marriage and it's kind of being a little rocky in the moment. When you take the time to do the personal work, the marriage in itself will get better.
Yeah, 100%. Because
marriage is made up of two people, right? And of course, we're not referring to like there's those extreme situations, right? If there's physical abuse involved. Yeah. But outside of that, it's like, okay, if I work on myself and you work on yourself to be the best and healthiest version of yourself, and same for me, when we come together, our communication is going to be better. Our understanding is going to be better because we're coming up as our whole versions of ourselves.
Yeah, and it's you're working on getting healthy. I'm working on getting healthy, and I know that you love me enough to help me be accountable to get healthy, and vice versa.
Absolutely.
So it just deepens the relationship, and you get healthy.
And I also think the goal anyway is to walk away with the tools that you're getting on the one-on-one, so that when you do come together, you're bringing those tools with you.
100%.
So
you nailed it.
I tried. Pop, pop.
Yeah, so
pop because that's not what the nail sound makes.
So if you haven't, that's very true. It doesn't say pop pop. Get the book on Amazon, yes. And then I'd love for you to write a review. But tell me. You know what I mean? Find me on Instagram. You can also go to my Instagram, and it will take you to the link for the book. So get it on Amazon. I believe it'll really help you. It's like, and just because I'm going to be straight and honest with you, Amazon takes so much royalties from it. It's not like it's a get rich scheme. It's really about, I just want to help you and I want to help your life. And I think it will really help you. It's an easy read. It's not long, anything like that. And get it. Also, follow me on Amazon or on Instagram too, because I'm getting ready to do a book signing. And so you're going to see it. This will come out, and then the book signings after that in a few days. I'd love you to get it, read it, and I'd love your feedback.
And if you know someone, a friend or a loved one that you feel like, as you were listening to this, like, man, I really feel like, this could help them too. Or, I think it's a great opportunity to bless somebody else with it.
Yeah. And also, and this isn't just to sell more books. Trust me when I tell you, Amazon gets their money. There's a reason why they're $1 billion company. I would recommend, if you're married, buy 2 of them. Husband read it, because the journal at the end is for you. And I think it's a great way for both of you to be reading it at the same time and answering those journal questions at the end.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really always enjoy the opportunity to be able to speak wherever you're listening from or watching from. If you're listening to us on Apple, thank you so much. And go ahead and share, as well as on Spotify, to that friend that you feel like could benefit from it. If you haven't already subscribed while you're watching our YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that like, follow, and notification button.
Pop.
And we would love to stay in connection with you. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Victoria Clemens.
Phil Clemens.
As well as our Love Encompassed podcast page. And we are on TikTok as well, Victoria Clemens and Phil Q. Clemens.
Yep. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. We love having you guys. We just love you guys. Honestly, we love doing this, and we love helping people. So thank you guys so much.
Have a great day.